So my doorbell just rang, and let's go see what happened. Came in. Let's go check. Aha! There is a package, and it says from Arcade1Up. Although Arcade1Up did not send this to me. This is my QVC purchase. Let's go take a look at it. Hey guys, it's Steve from the Tech Buzz, and as you saw here, I got this great package today, and I do want to stress that I did pay for this. This is going to be an unboxing here for the Ms Pac-Man QVC model, and for less than $100, I couldn't pass it up, but I wanted to give you my first impressions of it, so let's get to the unboxing and enough of me chit-chatting. Alright, let's take a look inside here. Let's open this up. Happening here. So I ordered this about a month ago. Mr. Cool Toy Doug himself posted a video and a post showing that they had this for under $100. Well, of course, you can't pass it up. So, thank you, Doug, Mr. Cool Toy. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe to him because he's going to cost you money. So, first thing out of the box is the traditional owner's manual. Now, this is something different that Arcade1Up normally does. That the cabinet looks to and appears to be already put together. So, does not have a lighted marquee, but my good buddy Angel over there at Disability Upgrades, he's going to be working on one, and hopefully, buddy, get it shipped out here. The plug that it comes with looks like a traditional power brick, but a little bit smaller. This is different size than what comes with the regular Arcade1Ups. And of course, it gives you this nice, healthy snack. These are silicone gel packets, so make sure it tastes best with water. I'm just kidding, kids. Don't eat them. Just like traditional Arcade1Up packaging, it has the foam. And one of the reasons I went with this is because of the hot pink. So this is going to be pretty sweet. Pull this out. The box is empty. Let's get it out of the bag. Some tape on the bottom. I don't need it. Just rip and tear. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So here we have the Ms Pac-Man. It's got one of these plastic things on the screen. It's got your on and off buttons here, which I'm going to set it up with a smart outlet anyways. Volume joystick sounds a little clicky. Start game, A button, and then also the plastic protector on the glass. First things off, really, Arcade1Up, you couldn't use smaller screws? I mean, they look like the same ones that are for the full-size bezel. So that's my first critique, just looking at it. First impressions. Again, just being... That's a little nitpicky, but, I mean, come on. They make smaller screws. You don't need to have these big honking screws on here. Proportion from the screen, how the old countercade was, it looks a lot nicer, I think. You got the traditional Ms Pac-Man artwork here on the side. The back here, you got all the Arcade1Up information. There's a piece of tape here holding this, so you can pull that off and plug in your Ms Pac-Man. And let's flip it this way. And then you also have the traditional Ms Pac-Man. So let's plug her in and let's see what she looks like. Alright, so I have it over here on my bar where I do a lot of my video production, and so I wanted to show you guys. I took the screws out of the top of the deck, which has the deck protector on it, and it also has, you know, the buttons, but I wanted to kind of show you the guts on the inside. So there, I have to disconnect this cable here. I know, I haven't even turned it on yet, so I'm disconnecting things. But let me see if I can get the speaker undone. Alright, so here's the back of your control deck. It has, you know, traditional arcade 1-up style and fashion. The buttons look, they're okay. I mean, they're not top notch, but again, the joysticks, the solder jobs, I mean, they're pretty cheap on that aspect, but what do you want for less than $100? So, you know, it's kind of reminiscent of the first gen arcade 1-up consoles. Now, the inside here, you got the little speaker that's on the inside. It looks about the same size, and I'm going to set this over here real quick. It looks about the same size as what you would see on the inside of the Ninja Turtles, right here on the side here. So, except Ninja Turtles just has two, and the ribbon cable is a little bit smaller here than the ones in the traditional arcade 1-ups, as well as the speaker cable. And inside, on the back side, I didn't take off the back, so let's flip it around and let's take a look at the back side. Okay, let's open the back up. Now, I'm going the extra mile with this is because there's so many people that have purchased this and ordered it from QVC or Walmart that I kind of wanted to make it worth your while watching this video. Like, let's take a look at the inside, let's see what's going on. So as you can see, it's traditional, just like the arcade 1-up. You've got your box, you've got an on switch on there. I'm not exactly sure what that would be for. Let's see if I can lay this down here. So in this one, there is a micro USB slot. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but there is one in there. So I'm curious to see, once we get it booted up, if there is some way to hook Wi-Fi up to it, or not Wi-Fi, Ethernet up to it, and see how this works. So let's put the cover back on and fire her up. But that's the only other ports. There's no other ports to do light up marquee, so you will have to put a splitter on it. Alright, so let's get this put back together, and then we'll move around to the front. And I believe the marquee, I will tell you this, you're going to have to take the back off to get access to the marquee, because it's attached to this plate. The same way that the Ninja Turtles is attached to it, and I believe Golden Tee is attached to it. So, not that it's a big deal, but just know that you can't just take the screws out of the side and replace the marquee with 2 screws and a dowel. So, I just thought I'd let you guys know that. Alright, I'm going to be back after I get all this screwed in so I don't bore you. Alright, let's flip this around and let's get our control deck put back together here. I have that right in the back here. So first things first, we're going to plug this into the sound module on the bottom, and let's get our ribbon cable back in here so that we're ready to fire this bad boy up, and then I'll plug her back in. Okay, heard it click. So put in, set this back down on here, and I like to take that off because there's always little plastic pieces on there left from the plastic. Now, that's something you didn't see off camera. I loosened up these 2 screws and the screws in the back so I could pull the plastic off the front of the screen. Now, I do notice that there's a little scratch in my plexi that's over top of it from the factory, because it had the plastic piece over top of it. Again, this goes back to QA with arcade 1-up. Like, guys, you know, you gotta get with that. Alright, let's plug it in. Alright, here we go. So we got a loading screen, that's good. I'm curious to see if the volume rocker is a volume rocker like Turtles, or if it's one volume up. Nope, it's a volume rocker, that's pretty cool. Super Pac-Man and Ms Pac-Man, those are the 2 games that are on here. I'm gonna take this stupid sticker off. I don't like it. It says A. Alright, so I only need one hand to do this, so I can stay off the screen. And you guys there's nothing like playing Pac-Man with the actual correct gates on it, or Ms Pac-Man. So far, the gameplay is pretty good. Clickiness seems... Oh, I just missed that. Clickiness is pretty nice. It's a nice added effect. I missed it. How did I miss those cherries? Oh well, you go back for it. Anyways, alright, so let's press and hold the start button. I'm assuming this is the start button I gotta press and hold. Yep, just like the other arcade 1-ups. Press and hold the start button. Let's go down and see Super Pac-Man. Let's see how it looks on here. Controls seem okay. They're a little, but I am playing that sideways. A little tough to maneuver. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, anyways, I didn't buy this for Super Pac-Man. I bought it for Ms Pac-Man. So, overall, pretty good for the price. You can't beat it. I think it's a good bang for your buck. Under $100, I think that's a perfect price for it. So. Let's go back and get my final thoughts on this. Alright, so what's my thoughts? What's my final thoughts? Now, you guys know I don't like to do reviews immediately after opening a product, and everybody in the world out there does that, and so I like to be different. But I wanted to give you a first impressions after opening it up, showing you the insides a little bit, in case you want to mod it. I know a lot of guys like to mod stuff like this because it's cheap. For under $100. Now, what's my thoughts? Is it worth $100? Absolutely. If you can get it for $100 for under $100, I think it's a steal, especially for this. I really dig the pink T molding, and it feels like it's not a sticker. It actually feels like the real T molding. I don't have a Walmart version, so if somebody can comment below if you have the Walmart version of this with the yellow T molding, if you feel that it's real. I definitely know that this is not like the arcade 1-up. This feels like real T molding on here, and you can even see it on the sides that it's T molding. So it goes all the way around the back. If you guys didn't take notice of that, so the T molding actually rolls all the way through it. So, do I think it's worth $100? Yes. Do I think $150 is overpriced for this? I think $129 is a sweet spot for this. And you're thinking, well, it's $20 less than $150, or slightly under. I think $129.99 is a sweet spot for this. I would buy any of the countercades. I'd probably line them up over there for that price. I think when you go $150 and you look at how you can get the full-size arcade 1-ups for $299, how do you justify something like this to something like back there that's only $150 more? I guess that's the way I look at it. Bigger screen, you're only looking at a 7-8 inch screen here. So this is just to hold me over until the full-size Ms Pac-Man comes out from arcade 1-up. So again, this is just something that I'm giving my first impressions are. If you can get it for $100 or less, it's definitely a buy. 2 games on it kind of doesn't make it worth more than that. Then it comes down to if you want the yellow T molding or you want the pink T molding. I wanted the pink T molding, that's why I got it off of QVC. And like I said, the T molding I just noticed now goes even underneath the marquee and on top of the marquee. So the quality here is really superb. So my thoughts on this is get it for $100 if you QVC sold out, but if you find it again, buy it. From my understanding, this could be a limited run because it's QVC exclusive. If it is, the only way you're going to get it is now you're going to pay out a fortune from people that are trying to sell them. But for now, it's going to look good up on the bar, and it'll be another great addition to the great games that I have here already in the arcade here / studio. So guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and watching this first impressions overview unboxing video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I try to comment back as much as possible. And also, I have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/thetechbuzz, I believe this is the link. You guys can support what I'm doing. I had a couple guys ask that I start a Patreon. They said, we want to support what you're doing. So I did. So hopefully we start getting some people to be patrons, whether it's $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month. But listen, when you subscribe, I believe I have some things in there. If you become a patron, I give you a shout out live on all my videos, different really cool things like that, even on the live show that we're doing. And we're going to do some exclusives. So if you want to learn how to do videos and you want to learn how to do some broadcasting stuff, we can do some one-on-ones that I can, coach you, assist you, help you get some of the gear that you may want and need to produce high-quality video, no matter what you're doing, whether it's arcades or whether it's tech, broadcasting, no matter what. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'm not one to e-beg, so I don't want you to think that, with that, but I would like you to subscribe and possibly consider being a patron. Check us out every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Retro Buzz as we talk all things gaming and retro games, console games, all that good stuff. And also every Wednesday night, myself and P-Dubs for Legends Center. All right, guys, until next time, keep it buzzing.